Hello everyone, I'm so glad you've joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is. I used some of the Plaid Christmas paper and created a fun fall card. And I did the inside in the envelope. Join me in the studio and I'll show you how. For my 10-minute creation today, I'm going to use colorful seasons, specifically this image and the Thinking of You. I have a scrap of Whisper White. I have a piece of Whisper White that's 4 by 5 1/4. I have a scrap of the gold foil paper. My card base is Cherry Cobbler and it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I have my envelope. I'm using a piece of the wrapped in plaid paper. I'm using this Cherry Cobbler and gold piece and it is 3 by 4. I'm using the stitch shaped framelits and this one is the third one. If you count from the center out, it's number 3. I'm using the seasonal layers thinlits and I'm using the leaf cutout. And my Cherry Cobbler ink. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to stamp my leaf using Cherry Cobbler. All right, and I'm gonna stamp it in the middle so I make sure I have plenty of space to cut it out. So I'm going to take and I'm going to cut my leaf out and my outline out. All right, I've got my leaf. Now I'm going to take my sentiment and I'm going to stamp it on here so I can cut it down. So I'm going to take this to my cutter and cut it down. All right, I've got that cut down and I left some edge because I'm going to use my favorite little punch and punch the edges. All right, guess what? We can get this card put together. I may do some sponging. It just depends on what it's going to look like when I get it put together. And this is going to go in the center. And I cut it a lot smaller than normal because I wanted the red to show. And so there's that. Now if you want to step this up, you can take your leaf and stamp your leaf all over the edge on the background of this. And then you can pop this up. I wanted a simple card since it's 10 minutes. And then this goes down here, and this is where I think I'm going to sponge because it's kind of lost. You could add another layer, but I just think it would look better if it's just a small piece. So I'm going to very carefully just sponge the edges. Okay. All right. I'm going to give that a few minutes to dry and let me get my favorite little punch. I love this banner punch. If this thing ever dies on me, I don't know what I'm going to do. And it's too big. All right. Well, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Use the scissors. Let's see. I cut off just a bit because this end was longer. Now it's not straight. That's better. All right, so I'm going to snip up the middle and snip from one side and snip from the other side to get my banner. I just like that punch because it makes sure it's perfect all the time. All right. Snip from one side. And now the other side. It's always right about here. I look at it and I go, oh, it's way too big. It's too big. But then it works out fine. So, and this needs to be sponged also. So I'm going to sponge it. You could add a layer if you wanted to. The gold would be very pretty with this. All right, there we go. There's my leaf. I was like, what's it doing way over there? All right, now I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. And I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of my sentiment. Okay. And sorry, I had to go hunting for my pokey tool. All right. I'm going to take them all off. Then I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's shiny. I can just go ahead and put this together. All right. And this is going to go down here at the bottom. Really simple card. All right, let's get our leaf on. I'm going to put glue. I think I am anyway. There it comes. In a few key spots. I don't want to go too far because I don't know how much of it's going to hang off. All right, so let's see how that works. And I think that'll work. Like so. I didn't want these to be stuck down, so I didn't put anything on them. And there it is. Not bad, quick and easy. And don't forget to do the inside in the envelope. If you liked my project, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel using the button below. Don't forget to leave me a comment. It helps me out on YouTube. I have a Facebook group where I do Facebook Live on Thursday evenings at 7:30. Head over there and look for Creations in Paper and join us on Thursday. Not sure what I'm going to do, but I always come up with something. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your online person. Send me a message and I'll help you in any way I can. Have a great day.